What is going on, you peasants? My name is JB, and I am back here today for my week 1 battle here in the APA Academy. This week we are taking on Vepsis, coach of the Helsinki Hydreigons. For those of you who don't know, Vepsis is widely considered to be one of the absolute best draft league players in the world, so definitely go check him out in the description down below. Now, without further ado, we are going to go ahead and hop right on in. You can tell we're doing something a little bit different here, in APA Academy. We're going to be hopping right through these, not wasting too much time, so we can go ahead, get right on into the match up. You can see we have ourselves a Grimmsnarl, a Magmortar, a Mudsdale, a Galarian Articuno, a Cobalion, and a Lapras against a Slowking, Weezing, Talonflame, Vikavolt, Golurk, and a Copperajah. So we're gonna go ahead and get right on into the game. Let's go. So Vepsis ends up leading off with the Vikavolt as we lead Cobalion. Gonna go ahead and click ourselves a nice taunt, wanting to prevent those sticky webs from going up as the Volt Switch ends up doing so damn much damage. Could that potentially be a Specs Vikavolt? Who the hell knows? He's gonna go right into the Talonflame though, so we are going to get the hell out of here. Not really want to take that hit. We have a good ass horse that can come in and take really any hit that the Talonflame wants to go to. RIP Natural Gift. That would have been, quite helpful. He's gonna go right back into his Vikavolt. So we're just going to go ahead and go for a Rock Slide on this, what we're assuming to be offensive Vikavolt. Doesn't turn out to be Specs though, because, well, it's a great horse. Not that great of a horse to live as Specs Energy Ball. So we're just going to go ahead and get our Rocks up as he decides to switch out into the Slowking. Nice little play there, being able to keep up a little bit of momentum. And now seeing as how we were able to eat that Energy Ball earlier, we decided to go ahead and throw off a Toxic on the Slowking. And we do manage to land as my opponent throws up the Future Sight. We do have a Grimmsnarl in the back that can take advantage of that, so we're going to go ahead and switch on out into our Lapras, which can also take the potential incoming Scald. As Vepsis decides to go back into his Vikavolt, he's going to switch out once again as we decide to throw off a Surf and get just some decent damage off on his team. Future Sight comes out, doesn't do too terribly much, so we're just going to go right into our Magmortar, which does happen to be Flame Charge 3 attacks. Well, I guess 4 attacks, because Flame Charge is an attack, but it is, Flame Charge with, 3 especially offensive moves with an Expert Belt as well. Decided to go ahead and throw off a Thunderbolt here just to go ahead and see if we can get a massive amount of damage off on the Slowking. And we do actually do a pretty sizable chunk as he decides to throw off another Future Sight. I decided to go for a Psychic on the incoming whatever he might want to go into. Goes into Golurk, and you can see it does a decent chunk. We decided to bring in our Horse to take the Future Sight as well as, whatever he might want to go into as he goes back into the Slowking. So not exactly a great switch for us, but, Horse is potentially faster. So we're just going to go ahead and throw off an Earthquake as he does make the switch into the Vikavolt. Good play. I mean, Vepsis is known for making good plays from time to time. He is pretty good at the Pokemon and stuff, so not surprising there. As we decide to let our Horse die after getting another little round of Rock Slide chip off, but we are able to go into our Magmortar, which has a fantastic offensive matchup. Throw off the Flame Charge and get a nice little +1 speed boost, picking off the Vikavolt in the process. He brings in the Slowking, which will definitely take a decent amount from Thunderbolt. Goes for a Side Shock, which we are able to shoot. And now thanks to the next round of Poison, he is guaranteed in range of the Thunderbolt. So we decided to throw off a Flamethrower, predicting him to not want to let his Slowking die this early in the game as he goes into the Elephant. And that thing barely lives a Flamethrower, probably revealing to be a Soul Vest. I decided to throw off a Thunderbolt in case he wanted to make the pivot back into Slowking on the Fire move. So end up getting that play right as he goes back into the Slowking. I decided to just take my damage here and, try to kill this thing as he throws off the Scald, which will finish off my poor Magmortar. But it put in a lot of work, broke a couple things, got a kill. We can bring in our Burb now, which is going to be a Calm Mind set. I believe I actually decided to click Calm Mind, predicting him to switch out once again. Get that Regenerator boost. Why sack a Pokemon when you can? Why let something die when you can, get Regenerated? He actually does end up staying in, though, and going for an Ice Beam, which will do a not too much after the Calm Mind, thankfully. So we can throw off a Recover and let this thing die, which is what we will decide to do. Is he just goes for another Ice Beam, and it was at that moment that I remembered that Recover wasn't Roost, so I still took the same amount of damage. I probably should have just killed it, but it's fine, or at the very least gone for another Calm Mind. He goes into his Bird, so we got ourselves a Bird fight going on here late in the game. He's going to U-turn on out, and something is going to take this +1 Freezing Glare. What's it gonna be? Doesn't have too many great switch-ins of this at this point. Galarian Articuno looking pretty damn decent. Let's go into the Weezing, which of course will not live the +1 Psychic move. Goodbye, thanks for coming, see you later. Gonna bring back out his Bird. I decided to stay in, see if I can potentially live an attack from this thing, and of course I do not, as he will of course take the recoil. I can bring in Lapras though, still easily able to live any hit from this Talonflame. He decides to go for a Flare Blitz just to get damage off, ends up critting me, which is just fucking rude. Gets a Surf off, which will pick off the Talonflame you to see. And now in comes the Golaric, which will go for the Earthquake and pick off my poor Lapras. But we still have 2 Pokemon left. We have a Sugar Berry Pokemon and a Grimmsnarl, which was bulk up rest without Sucker Punch, and we just die. And yeah, the game just ended there. I did not forfeit. You guys could probably tell. I did not forfeit that game. I don't know what the hell happened. It just kind of ended. He was definitely not in range of the Iron Head that I had, so it didn't really end up mattering, and I was easily in range of his Earthquake, even through Sugar Berry. So he still won that game 1-0 regardless of what would have ended up happening there. I genuinely don't know. It didn't disconnect me. It just shot me straight to the versus screen. I'll go ahead and... Actually, no, I can't replay it because I can replay it for me, but I can't replay it for you guys because I'm too lazy to figure out how to do that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to have a more scripted version of this next week. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.